Made it in. 2 tanks is backed up to the dock. I didn't know where I was going at first, so I actually passed up my dock and had to sit down there and wait to kind of go around one of the things in the cave to come back and get back to my dock. If I knew that I had passed it up and I knew where it was, then it would have been a little bit quicker, but you live and you learn. That's what kind of happens when it's your first time at a place, especially underground, because it's like, I didn't want to make any wrong turns because I don't know if I turn down a thing, will there be a way to get the big truck out? So that's why I was kind of a little overly cautious, which is never a bad thing when you're unsure and you're in a tractor with a 53-foot trailer. It's always better to be overly cautious than underly cautious, because that's how you can get yourself into some mess. But walking into the office to get my bills while they're loading me, and I will film my exit from the cave. Hope you guys enjoyed. This is part of trucking. At some point you will probably come to a cave if you work for Prime. Like I said, this is my 3rd time in the caves, so yeah, but I will be back with y'all later. turns and stuff, but they always load you super quick and you're in and out. I was in and out in maybe 20 minutes. It took me about 5 to 7 minutes to like get myself oriented and get into the dock. And once I was in the dock, it took them about 15 minutes. I went into the office, grabbed my bills while they were loading me. There's a bug on my phone. And by the time I came back from getting my bills, they were pretty much done. I pulled up, they sealed me up, and I'm out. So that's a good thing. And I remember my first cave load in Missouri. It was about my 3rd or 4th solo load. I was still company at the time, and I was so freaking nervous. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna hit something. Oh my gosh, I was just like, oh my gosh, and all up and down the caves. But today, not so bad. I've had one in between today's load and that first cave load. The second one wasn't so bad. It was a couple months, I think, it was when I was a leash driver, and it was a couple months into me being solo. And then my third experience today, my confidence level has definitely gone up. My backing has gotten a lot better. And that's just measured by that first cave load, and today's load was super, I mean, today was super easy. I have no complaints at all. I wouldn't mind coming back to this place. Everything went smooth. I am about 250 miles. I'm headed to Texas. I don't think I ever said that. My load goes to Paris, Texas. I'm about 600 miles or so from Texas. I'm gonna be headed up to 44, but I'm about 250 miles from the Springfield terminal, so I will probably try to make it there and spend the night there, maybe hit the gift shop tomorrow morning and head on the rest of the way. So maybe I'll get to meet a few people in Springfield when I stop. I don't know, but I'm 4 hours away. I'm about to hit the road, and I will check in with y'all later. Bye. Happy Saturday, everybody. Me and Stewie made it to the terminal last night, and we're obviously out and about. He's going for his morning walk, sniffing around. I think he's only been here once. They have this little dog park area that I'm gonna take him to, so he can actually get off the leash, but you have to check in with driver's lineup first. Come on. So right now I'm just walking him around. I'm actually headed to the detail shop, which is that building right behind me, because I was gonna ask him a few questions about installing the dish satellite, like find out how much it costs. I found out when I was here, when I was first getting my truck, I think it's like $250, but I can't remember exactly. And then how much they charge to install a TV, because I've kind of been over the last few months contemplating getting one put in the truck just as a luxury. Not that I really need it, because I use my phone a lot of the times and that really works, but a bigger TV would be nice with like different cable channels and stuff. But so that's where we're headed to now, just to ask a few questions. I'm still not sure if I'm gonna get it done, but I figure it doesn't hurt to know, and I can share with others. But see, that truck has one. That's what it looks like. I don't know if you guys can really see because of the sky. It's so white, but it's like a little bubble that sits up on the top of the back of your truck. Not on top, but on the back of your truck towards the top. But I'm just checking in. I'm hoping to not be here too long. They serviced my trailer yesterday, but I think they did it around midnight. I got a lot of messages, which I usually get when they're servicing it, because like they change the reefer settings and turn it on and off. And when you actually have a load in your trailer, you get messages saying, why'd you turn your reefer off? It doesn't really say that. It says your reefer unit was shut off unless it's being serviced. Please check it out. So I don't even know if they're open. I might be a little bit too early this morning. It's like 8:15ish though. It's not that early, but I'll see if the door's open. But I'm probably gonna roll out today. I mean, I could stay till tomorrow because I don't have that many miles, like 360 miles to go. But I really don't like to be at the terminal, just because I feel like you get stuck here The longer you stay here, the more possibility it is to get stuck, and I don't want to get stuck. But I am waiting. At 9 o'clock the gift shop opens, so I can get my year anniversary thingy, which is a coat. And I have patches that I've never picked up, any of my like safety patches that I've earned, so I was gonna just grab all those things while I'm here, and also maybe go see if Abacus has my tax papers prepared so I can sign them while I'm here. So hopefully this will be a productive visit, so I don't have to come back anytime soon, because I do not like terminals, especially this one. I mean, it's pretty and beautiful. I just don't like coming here, because this to me is the one that if you're gonna get stuck, it's probably gonna be at this one. But I will talk to you guys later. I'm gonna go check in. Come on, Stu, you want to say good morning? He's not worried about you two, he just wants to smell. Well, I might check in before I leave here, but if not, and in regardless, I hope everybody has a beautiful Saturday. Bye. Alrighty guys, so I just talked to the lady in the detail department and got the information I needed. I probably won't end up putting the TV in for 2 reasons, but just to let you guys know, so I have the little price sheet. It is $200 upfront fee, and she said you have to be with them for 6 months, because she was like, have you been with us for 6 months? So that's something to think about. And you have to go to leasing, so you have to do this while leasing is open, which they're only open till noon on Saturdays and not on Sundays, because you have to sign a contract with the leasing department as well. So another thing to consider when you're thinking about making an appointment if you want to get this done. But it's $200 upfront fee, which they will take all at one time out of your settlement, like the week, whatever settlement's coming up the next week. It's $23 a week for the service, the Dish Network service. And she also gave me a paper with the channel lineup. Haven't really quite glanced over it, but it looks like there's a lot of channels on there. So that's $200 upfront, kind of upfront. You're not paying it out of pocket, but it's coming out of your very next settlement. So like if I did it today, what she said the earliest would be tomorrow at 1 o'clock, I could have it done. It would come out of my settlement, out of this week's money that I'm making, which the pay period ends on Tuesday here at Prime. And then it would be the $23 for the first week would also come out. And then they also charge a $220 fee to install the TV if you need your own TV installed. But if you get, she said if you get Dish Network, let me see, Stewie's pulling me and I'm trying to read this paper. The satellite, the TV, and the receiver are included in the $200 payment, because you're just leasing it. So like you're paying to lease the equipment, it's not yours. And it's a 24-inch TV, but whenever you turn your truck in or whatever, you would have to be giving that equipment back. So you can't, I mean, I guess if you got a new truck, you could just transfer it to the new truck, but just keep in mind you're not taking it home with you if you leave Prime. But it comes in the price, so you would have to pay for them to mount, unless you have a Peterbilt, a newer Peterbilt. I know they have the TV mounts already come standard in them, but if you don't have a Peterbilt, then you have to pay them $220 to mount your television. And I believe, she didn't say, but I believe that comes out of your settlement as well. And it probably all comes out in one chunk. You do have to get your dispatcher to sign off, and she said most dispatchers go ahead and sign off on it. It's not a big deal. So assuming that you don't have a TV mount already in your truck, you're going to be up front shelling out $420 to have the satellite installed, and actually add $23 for the service. So $443 for that initial installation, and after that it's just the $23 a week. But you can have your own TV installed. Like if you want a bigger than 24-inch TV, you can have your own TV installed, and then you just add the cost of whatever you're paying for your TV. I think you can't go any bigger than 34 or something, and I didn't ask her this, but somebody else told me, because like where it pulls out from, like she said it mounts on the top the top cabinet. Like if you guys saw my video where I was showing you I put my shoes up there on that top cabinet on the refrigerator side, and it has a swivel arm, so like it tucks in, and when you want to watch it, it swivels out. Because it swivels out, the right side of the TV, as you're looking at the TV, is going to be close to the back of the bunk. So you can't go too big, because you want to make sure when you swing your TV out that, you know, it can actually swing out and kind of sit flush up against your window. And it's not too long where it has to kind of sit crooked, because that would be awkward. So maybe like a 30, they make TVs 36 inches, right? Whatever. But like maybe you probably wouldn't want to do anything over 30 something inches. But I haven't actually seen one installed. So I'm trying to kind of picture what she said. And she said also, which is another reason I might not get it, although I don't use the top bunk, is because she said you can't open the top bunk when it's mounted up there, but it's really tight to like open and close the top bunk. So, and once the top bunk is down, it would kind of prohibit the person on the bottom from really seeing the TV well, because the bunk would be down, and where she described it being mounted at, the bunk would be kind of hiding it. If you're laying on the bottom bunk looking up, you would see the bottom bunk, not the TV above it. So I don't know, for the reason I might not do it is for the cost, and because of how she said the top bunk is really tight. So I'm not really sure about it. I had her go ahead and put me down in an appointment spot, because it was the only one she had for tomorrow, but I told her I would call her in a couple of hours once I for sure made a decision, because I would have to go to leasing by noon to get them to sign the contract, and if I don't do that, then they won't be installing it tomorrow anyways. Oh, Stewie's pulling me. But I probably won't end up getting it, but I just took the time side just in case. But $400 something is a lot when I already use my phone, and I don't know how often I would use the TV. Like I feel like if it was there, I would probably watch it more. But will I watch it $400 more? I'm not so sure. And I'm going in circles because Stewie is like, he is everywhere this morning. He's awake this morning. He said, oh my gosh, we got all these trucks to smell. He loves to walk around truck stops and stuff and smell the truck tires and like kind of walk under the truck. Like he's a weirdo, but he's a little dog, but he is definitely not scared of big trucks. But yeah, so that's that piece of information, guys. Hopefully that helps somebody. Maybe if you've been in your truck thinking about, should I get a satellite dish, there's the numbers and stuff for you, so you kind of can think about it before you get here. Maybe call the detail shop if you are interested in making an appointment. But I'm gonna let you guys go. I don't know what time it is, but I'm gonna put Stewie up in the truck, try to head to the gift shop and maybe go get a slot for that doggy park so he can play around for a minute. But you can't take the dogs in the buildings. I did carry him in the detail shop. She didn't say anything, but you definitely can't take the dog in the Millennium building or the Plaza building. So he'll have to sit in the truck for a minute while I go do those things. And yeah, I also don't want to stay here till tomorrow. Oh, I got 2 tanks washed. He's all nice and shiny. He's feeling good. All right, guys, I'll talk to you later. So guys, me and Stewie are going for our last little walk here, and we are gonna head out. Hopefully going through outbound. The trailer has gotten all its things it's needed. I think they like greased it, and I'm not sure what else it needed. When I came in yesterday through the inbound, they told me that the trailer needed serviced and to just drop it on the lot. So I know at midnight they took it into the trailer shop and did whatever they did with it So hopefully everything got done and I don't get stopped on the way out, because that has happened to me before where I thought I was gonna leave and they were like, no, you're not leaving yet. Which is why I say that you can get stuck here, because sometimes it might be something on your truck that you didn't know needed, which I mean is a good thing, so you can get it repaired, but it holds you up, you know. So every time you come in and out, they check stuff, and like if it's at different if you have a date or whatever, because like a lot of the servicings and the preventative maintenance, they have dates in the system. So when you roll through, if your date's close, they'll tell you that you can't leave until they do whatever was required. So my truck was good when I came in yesterday. Nothing needed to be done. I think in 60 days I need to get my annual DLT inspection on my truck, but it's not due yet. And then like they flagged the trailer, but I believe everything got done, so I should be able to get on out of here. Stewie's down there kicking up kicking up grass and just enjoying the little grassy area. Come on, Stewie. But I hate when people don't pick up their dog poop. That is just like, really? If you have a dog, pick the poop up. Especially like places that you're always at, like, you know, the terminal. I mean, you should pick it up everywhere, but when you're always at the terminal, you want it to be nice when your dog comes again. Like, don't leave your dog poop. And if you don't see the dog poop, then you should be paying attention. But yeah, we're leaving and gonna head out. Hope everybody has a great day. I spent about an hour and a half like really cleaning the truck out really well. I went to Walmart a little bit earlier and got all the cleaning supplies and like all the stuff to fill my fridge up. A big thing of water. Got Stewie some treats. He loves the duck jerky. I can't remember what brand it is, but he absolutely loves it. Come on. He's scared of the vent. Look at him. Come on, it's okay. You want to cross the other one? Come on. Be brave. Come on. He ain't feeling it. let me get him. Or actually, I'll walk him around. He crossed it on the other side of the trailers. He's acting like a scaredy cat now. But I'm just rambling, so I'm going to let you guys go. I decided not to get the dish thing put in, because y'all know I'm cheap and $400 is just a lot, so we're gonna pass on that. We'll keep watching our phone. Have a good day, guys, and I'll check in with you guys a little bit later. He's scared of the vent again. I gotta get him. Bye.